the country has become more diverse. The population has changed, but the habits of the people who make the real decisions have not changed as fast as we could hope, because it's difficult. My name is Ines Khai. I am a Guadeloupean singer based in Ireland. I lived in France for most of my life, I have to say. I always wanted to sing. The way it started was the band that you create when you're still at school with your best friends. My first band was called Voices. It was terrible, but we had such fun. When I started to work professionally, it was mostly with a theater company. The very first show that we did was called Malcolm X, and it was a show about the last speeches of Malcolm X. So we toured in France, in Europe. Very first time I went to Africa was with this show. We went to Dakar in Senegal, we went to Brazil. Then I did a couple of other shows with this theater company, and also started building my own repertoire, recorded an album, then another one. And after a while, there was an opportunity to move to Ireland, and with my husband, we decided to take it. Why not? At first, we were in Cork City. I was very nervous because I knew no one, no musician, no nothing. What happened is that I met Phil Bergan, who is someone in Cork who is organizing concerts, working with artists from different backgrounds. And there was this association at the time in Dublin. They were called Creek Island. It was people from the French Caribbean doing events. And they invited me to come to Dublin to do a gig with some traditional drummers. They were coming from London. And so I called Phil, he introduced me to Daniel, and then we came to Dublin, we did the show. And what happened was a band called Pitit, and for a couple of years we've been touring, doing shows in Ireland, a bit everywhere. And then I moved again. So when I arrived to Dundalk, I felt a little bit the same as when I arrived in Cork. So I decided to do something totally different. I thought this is a good time to challenge myself and see what I can do by myself. I had always wanted to learn to play the guitar, and I thought, you know what, let's do it. So I went to Dundalk School of Music, taking guitar lessons. And after a while, I met a few people who were encouraging me to go to this open mic that's happening every month at the Spirit Store. I went there once, twice. I was encouraged to arrange more songs for me to play them and sing them. And this is how my solo repertoire really grew. And after a while, I realized that that's it. I have enough songs to actually play it by myself. And that's how I started performing by myself. I think that what we can see in large festivals or big venues or on TV or anywhere, you could hope to see fair representation of what people in Ireland look like. I don't feel like it's diverse enough. I don't feel like it's really showing the reality of what the people really look like. I feel like it might be linked to the fact that the country has become more diverse. But the thing is that the change has happened within the last few decades. And the thing is that decades on the scale of history is nothing. The population has changed, but the habits of the people who make the real decisions have not changed as fast as we could hope, because it's difficult. I think one thing maybe we can do as artists to help with this change might be first to continue working hard to present good art, while at the same time people who make decisions also work hard on their minds to stay curious and open. And the other thing that we can do is also to try to organize our own events more and more, to be more visible and to grow our audiences. In my experience, because I'm a Caribbean artist, I sing in my language, but the music that I sing is not really traditional or expected for a Caribbean artist. I've been asked many questions. Why do you do that? It might be more difficult for you to get exposure with this type of special music, let's say. So some people sometimes try to discourage you to really be yourself. And so to new musicians who might be in this type of situation, I would like to really encourage you to be yourself. Do your special thing that you do, because there are in the world curious people who want to see the unique art that you're going to do. So I really encourage you to be yourself. And for people who love music, who love any kind of art, I really encourage you to share the work of the artist that you love. Because you might think that this is something very specific that works for your taste, but if you share it, it might make a big difference in someone else's life. So that's what I encourage you to do. Be yourself and share what you love.